Ever wonder what happens when no one thinks a camera's around? From outrageous fails to unbelievable moments, we've got the wildest clips where people had no idea they were being recorded. Get ready to be shocked, surprised, and entertained. Let's dive right in. A billionaire ordered this tree to be planted in his garden, and this is what the transport looked like. Snowy days are coming soon, so be mindful of where you park your car to avoid this from happening. A little extra caution can save you from some winter woes. He parked in the worst possible spot on the planet, and when he tried to move his car, the train took it away. A harsh lesson in choosing the right parking space. This mishap shows how quickly things can go wrong. What's fascinating here is that despite the immense danger, these drivers dare to navigate this treacherous road. Didn't buy this dog a sausage, and it's possible this is how the dog decided to get revenge. It was just a regular rainy day on the highway until they came across this man. Happiness lies in the little things. He didn't realize he was being filmed. Taking advantage of the traffic jam, he snatched a watermelon from a truck while they were all stopped. He had a lot of luck that day. From now on, he should avoid making foolish decisions while driving. The entire road is flooded, but this bus driver isn't backing down. This is what happens when you blindly follow your GPS. Now, he's stuck and can't go either forward or backward. Tuning motorcycles and cars is all about personal taste. It allows enthusiasts to express their individuality and creativity. In my opinion, truck drivers are the best drivers out there. Just watch how he skillfully maneuvered to avoid a collision. If he was trying to become the next Ghost Rider, I think he succeeded. At first glance, it looks like it has air suspension, capable of performing like the latest Mercedes models. However, it turns out to be something entirely different. While Santa Claus has his reindeer, this cheerful fellow has his pack of playful dogs. It's a delightful twist on the holiday spirit, showcasing that joy can come from furry friends too. Before we dive back into the clip, I'd love for you to take a moment to like and subscribe. Also, let us know in the comments what your favorite part of the video was. Your support means a lot. It's important to stay positive no matter what happens to you. He had the option to take a risk or go back and lose half a day's drive. I hope his boss wouldn't see this. Have you ever seen this type of garage before? This is the first time I've come across something like this in Germany, and I couldn't believe such a thing exists. If this happened to me, I wouldn't be able to film it because my hands would be shaking. How would you handle a situation like this? With quick reflexes, he avoided disaster. His car is a real attraction whenever it hits the road. It looks like something straight out of hell. Just imagine the looks they get as they zoom. It is a wild sight that brings smiles to everyone around. A massive snake wandered onto the highway from the wild. Fortunately, this driver acted quickly and called the authorities for situations like this. Thanks to his prompt action, the animal was safely rescued and returned to its natural habitat. Transport in Africa is something you truly have to witness firsthand to believe. In a sudden turn, the cargo from the truck spilled out, leaving a chaotic scene behind. The cows on the farm are in for quite a surprise as they wait for their lunch today. Would you dare to embark on a safari adventure for a close encounter with wild animals? I think I'd rather skip it. What about you? Would you take the plunge? Is this vehicle factory made, or was it designed based on the series Only Fools and Horses? In this case, when it says zebra on the road, it is taken literally. A new ambulance vehicle departs for a difficult situation. Fortunately, there wasn't a major malfunction. Does this really exist, or is it edited? What do you think? Even though he saw that others failed to get through and that the water had destroyed their cars, he tried to pass through the flooded tunnel and got stuck. Before we dive into the next part of the video, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know in the comments which country you're watching us from. Your feedback means a lot to us, and it's always exciting to see where our viewers are tuning in from. A surveillance camera captured a dramatic landslide that completely destroyed a road. Fortunately, no one was injured during this terrifying event. It's a stark reminder of nature's power and the importance of staying aware of our surroundings. It's truly impressive how he managed to calculate this to such perfection. The precision involved is nothing short of genius. They say that when something bad happens to us, it's often to protect us from something worse. This perspective encourages us to find the silver lining in difficult situations and trust that there may be a greater plan at work. Even though the weather forecast didn't predict any rain, it surprised some people. She never goes anywhere without her beloved pups. In fact, she had a custom-made motorcycle created so both of her dogs could ride along with her. He came to help him, but he did the opposite. When you're bored, just step outside and you'll see all sorts of interesting things. He made a big mistake by not enrolling in engineering studies. He clearly has a lot of talent. We all know that a car looks much better when lowered, but we need to set some limits. Have you ever experienced something like this? Puddles can be unpredictable with their depth. Sometimes all you need is a friend who keeps an eye on you when you head out for a wild party. We all need to respect traffic rules, both drivers and pedestrians. It's essential for everyone's safety on the road. Witness the incredible feat of moving a tree that's been standing for hundreds of years. It's not just a tree, it's a living testament to nature's resilience and the passage of time. The trailer embarks on its own adventure, seemingly eager to explore the world. Ignoring a problem may seem like a quick fix, but it's only a temporary solution. Sooner or later, we will have to confront it head-on. A mouse in the house can be a big problem, especially for girls. As long as it's paid regularly, he'll transport anything. He doesn't need to go to the gym to train his arms. It's enough that he has to control a steering wheel like this. It's better to keep your distance with this truck on the road. I've seen various cars on the road, but this one is truly unique. Have you ever had a chance to ride in this vehicle? A wrong calculation could have cost him a lot. Luckily, he wasn't injured. I'm sure each of you has seen a helicopter in the sky, but never on the road. He parked in a no parking zone, and the police quickly arrived to tow his car away. A mistake that will cost him dearly. It would have been much cheaper to just pay for parking. Sometimes I simply run out of words to explain this. He realized too late that something wasn't quite right. He tried to avoid the traffic, but now he's in a dead-end situation. The way everything moves in perfect synchronization is nothing short of fascinating. From the seamless flow of vehicles to the rhythmic patterns created on the road, it's a stunning reminder of how our daily journeys intertwine. When you think something can't happen to you, it's time to think twice. While driving down the highway, a tire suddenly came off the vehicle, but thankfully, no one was nearby. It's a scary reminder of how quickly things can go wrong on the road. Always stay vigilant and keep an eye on your vehicle to avoid potential disasters. Watching such majestic creatures navigate their way through the human world is truly a sight to behold. If you think cowboys are extinct, think again. Here's one who has been living the cowboy life for a long time. Is this the happiest dog at this moment? With a wagging tail and a big smile, it sure looks like it. No one can pass by this art installation without stopping to see what it's all about. It's amazing how art can provoke thought and spark conversations. This way, he can travel the entire world. Never block this guy. Just look at how he solved the problem when a neighbor blocked his way at the entrance. It seems he was in quite a hurry. What would you do in a similar situation? Maybe he's doing this just to get caught by the Google Street View vehicle. It's always a fun thought to imagine what people do for their moment of internet fame. If you're tired of the traffic in your city, just take a look at this scene. I wouldn't even consider stepping outside if I had to deal with that kind of chaos. Parking near the railway is never a good idea, and he learned that lesson the hard way. The race for him has ended before it even began. Is this the strongest woman in the world? Kudos to her. Watch out! This German Shepherd is strutting around solo with a bandana. Is his owner hiding, or did he finally get fed up? This guy's reaching into the frozen lake like it's a snack bar, pulling out giant ice chunks. Who needs a cooler? As she captures the sunset, it appears like twin suns are dipping below the horizon. Now that's a celestial spectacle. He breaks a giant egg, and the yolk and white spill out. Then, wait for it, another egg pops out. Now that's an egg-sighting reveal. In a tragic tableau, hundreds of fish are stuck in the shallows, and the beautiful blue fish can only watch in despair. This guy is bouncing joyfully on squishy mud like he's on a trampoline. Who knew mud could be this much fun? Next time you think about taking a shortcut through the woods, remember that trees don't make great parking spots for cars. Save those adventures for your animated fantasies. I wish I could capture the beauty of the sunset, with the sun shining through the clouds and creating a magical glow over the city. Take a moment to admire the striking contrast of the dark clouds gathering over the orange sky, but don't forget your umbrella. Deep in the heart of the forest lies a beautiful natural spring that flows from an ancient, broken tree, with water cascading playfully in every direction like a shimmering waterfall. While filming the massive crab claws in the shallow water, he places his hand beside them, creating a side-by-side comparison that's both amusing and slightly nerve-wracking. I can only imagine how amusing it must look to someone passing by, seeing a bush dance in the wind as if it's wearing a human costume. A hilarious photo shows a group of villagers posing in their river, gathered around a sleeping mermaid, as if they've just discovered the best-kept secret of the sea. As the winter waves retreat, they reveal a comical sight, a tangled mess that could either be a wayward wig escaping a bad hair day, or a peculiar patch of black seaweed auditioning for a role in an underwater sitcom. A guy is happily feeding sea creatures as they leap around him in the shallow water, creating a splashy dance party that's impossible to miss. Check out how he accidentally documented a building fire while trying to perfect his Zoom talk about an unexpected turn of events. Make sure to capture the moment as the enormous electric mushroom lights up the park with its lightning bolts. It's a sight you won't want to miss. A guy has cleverly strung a perforated hose through the tree canopy, creating a delightful rain simulation that has everyone feeling like they're in a tropical paradise. As she explores the depths of the ocean, the girl stumbles upon the eerie remains of statues from a submerged city, each one whispering secrets of a time when the land was alive with people and stories. Isn't it incredible how the fierce winds blow snow off the mountaintops, transforming the landscape into a scene that looks like a snowy volcano erupting? As he meticulously reviewed the surveillance footage, he was left astounded by the sight of two ethereal spirits gliding silently through his yard, casting an otherworldly glow that made the whole scene feel like a chilling glimpse into the paranormal realm. I just found this intriguing blue and white animal that resembles a flower. I'm not sure if it should be my new pet or if I should plant it in my garden. If it starts dancing, I'm definitely keeping it. In a snowy forest, a shy girl peeks from behind trees, collecting icicles and dancing with shadows. A curious traveler may change everything. The recent find of a dusty revolver has archaeologists buzzing with excitement. It's in rough shape but brimming with untold stories from another era. Before its museum debut, it stands as a gritty reminder of days gone by. When touched, this fluffy sea animal instantly folds in on itself, almost begging not to be disturbed. Its cute reaction is both funny and endearing. Hundreds of sparkling circles are descending onto the field, creating a magical spectacle. It's as if the sky is showering us with tiny stars, leaving everyone in awe. What could be causing this dazzling display? A guy's experiment with freezing a live fish had a surprising outcome. It revived after being dropped into warm water. This showcases the resilience of certain fish that can survive in icy environments. Isn't it amazing how nature has its own tricks? A man rides his cruiser up a steep mountain, the slope just below a 90-degree angle. It's an exhilarating climb that pushes his limits. Will he triumph at the top or find himself rolling back down? Picture this dog sitting by its owner's grave, throwing its own little memorial service. Is it mourning its human, or making sure the late wife gets the love she deserves? Either way, it's a comical yet touching sight that shows how much our furry friends care. As the sun gracefully sinks below the horizon and the stars begin to twinkle like tiny diamonds in the vast night sky, hundreds of blind mice emerge from their dark cave, bursting with energy and ready to dance and play, as if they've been waiting all week for this magical moment when the world transforms into a playground of nighttime wonders. Standing there, I can't help but be captivated by the sight of water swirling on the bathroom floor like a miniature tornado, leading me to wonder if this is indeed a drunken fly, swaying and stumbling in its quest to return home after a night filled with adventures. How is it possible that this unsuspecting dog, with that innocent look on his face, didn't realize he was standing on the roof of a shelter instead of solid ground, as the world began to tilt and lift him up like he was on the weirdest amusement park ride? The locals, with their wild imaginations, couldn't help but spread wild rumors about the creature's uncanny ability to sniff out shiny objects, which might explain why last week it had attempted to recruit a bewildered mailman who happened to stumble into the area, growling with what could only be described as enthusiasm. Join us for the wildest party ever. We have cake, glitter, and more confetti than you can shake a stick at. As it swam, the feathered snake created little ripples, each one seemingly signaling to the universe that it was ready for anything but the dullness of being a pet, even dreaming of becoming a majestic creature that roamed the open waters of a grand lake, free from the constraints of its tiny bowl. As the patient continued filming, half laughing and half terrified, the wheelchairs creaked and glided closer, as if they were gossiping about him in a hushed tone, plotting their next move like a group of mischievous teenagers. Hey, should we give him a ride or just freak him out a little more? One seemed to whisper, while the other wobbled uncertainly as if debating the merits of both options. He couldn't help but wonder if they were secretly part of an elaborate prank, or if the hospital staff had finally gone too far with their attempts at modern art installations. What an exhilarating spectacle it must be to witness the steam train thundering through the snowy village, its powerful engine roaring like a lion, while vibrant sparks explode from the exhaust, lighting up the winter landscape in a dazzling display that fills the air with a sense of joy and wonder for all who are fortunate enough to see it. The large spring in the forest erupts with a lively rush of water, creating a delightful melody as it splashes over the rocks and dances in the sunlight. Take a moment to watch as the boy, determined to enjoy a refreshing drink in the midst of winter's chill, leans over to pour water from his bottle, only to find that the freezing temperatures have transformed the liquid inside into a solid mass of ice, leaving him puzzled and slightly amused by the outcome. From the sturdy trunk of a magnificent tree, skilled artisans have carefully carved a charming little tunnel, beautifully adorned with an array of intricate stone sculptures that showcase the rich talent and creativity of the artists, transforming this natural wonder into a captivating attraction for all who venture inside. Pay close attention as the chemist skillfully introduces a solitary drop of solution into the small glass vial, and prepare to be amazed by the explosive and dramatic reaction that follows. as colors swirl and bubbles rise in a captivating display that exemplifies the power and beauty of chemistry in action. Surrounded by the stillness of the woods, the woman enjoys a serene moment, while a man captures her image, turning an ordinary evening into something magical. With his phone poised, a man films the sunlight dancing on the surface of the green river, feeling as though he's capturing a hidden treasure. Each flicker of light ignites his creativity, turning an ordinary moment into a spectacular visual story that he can't wait to share. Kneeling by the tree, a man captures the mesmerizing spring of water gushing from the heart of the trunk, marveling at nature's hidden wonders. As the sunlight filters through the leaves, he feels like he's discovered a secret oasis, ready to share this magical moment with the world. In the depths of the cave, a team of explorers films a trapped alligator, its whiskers quivering as it stares curiously at the bright lights. With headlamps illuminating the dark corridor, they cheerfully encourage the alligator to escape, mixing a sense of adventure with a dash of humor in this unexpected encounter. As quicksand flows into the lake, it creates mesmerizing patterns on the water's surface, turning an ordinary scene into a captivating natural artwork. Riding in a glass-bottom boat, the man films the vibrant greenery of the tall water plants swaying around him, feeling like he's in a living aquarium. With each gentle ripple, the underwater world comes alive, transforming his journey into a stunning visual feast. With the wind howling around him, the ground disappears beneath a thick layer of mist, creating a dreamy effect similar to a wedding celebration. The ethereal fog dances in the breeze, transforming the scene into a whimsical fairy tale setting. In her bright yellow shirt, the waitress glides between tables, her movement so fluid that it seems like she's about to splash the guests. Instead, she pours drinks with such precision that it feels like a performance, leaving everyone delighted and amused. Ingeniously attached to the train tracks, small heaters begin to warm up, creating a whimsical scene as they work to melt the snow and ice. As the train rolls by, it's as if they're waging a charming battle against winter, ensuring smooth travels ahead. Struck by a lightning bolt, the tree has split down the middle, revealing a fiery glow that dances within its core. Flames flicker and crackle, creating an eerie yet mesmerizing spectacle as nature showcases its raw power. In a surprising twist of fate, a strong wind lifts a chair high into the air, sending it gliding gracefully across the blue sky. As it floats along, people below can't help but laugh at the sight of this rogue furniture on its airborne journey. As he films the breathtaking city skyline at night, a brilliant blue lightning bolt suddenly illuminates the sky, creating a stunning contrast against the dark backdrop. The moment captures the raw power of nature, leaving him in awe of both the beauty of the city and the electrifying display above. During the solemn church ceremony, a soft glow appears on the wall, resembling an angelic figure. As the congregation watches in awe, the apparition flickers and fades, leaving behind a sense of wonder and a lingering spiritual presence. A fish lies flopping on the ground, its scales shimmering under the light as it attempts to swim without water. With each futile effort, it highlights the critical need for its natural habitat, stirring empathy in anyone who witnesses its struggle. From the parking lot, a man captures the breathtaking sight of an orange cloud glowing against the evening sky. The vibrant hues paint a stunning backdrop, making it feel as if the heavens are putting on a spectacular show just for him. Driving through the lush scenery, the man notices a group of people standing motionless, their expressions vacant as they stare intently at something unseen. The juxtaposition of their stillness against the lively backdrop of nature creates an unsettling vibe that intrigues him. The man playfully shows off a dandelion's flexibility by submerging it in water, then pulling it out completely dry. The unexpected outcome brings laughter from the crowd, turning a simple demonstration into a delightful moment of surprise.